when we got
And we
there.
had planned to be there for about maybe 4 or 5 days
Yeah,
because we have a Sasquatch event that we're supposed to be in person showing up to.
yeah,
And we gave ourselves a week and a half, 2 weeks.
yeah,
We
we
had
did.
2 weeks so we could go to Colorado, take care of business, and drive back, and then go to the event that we're
Event.
scheduled to be at. That was our plan.
Hmm.
And so when we got there, we found the land was so happy to see it,
Yes.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it was that strange dichotomy of if I stand in this direction and I look, paradise,
Yeah.
and the moon. It was like an otherworldly place.
Welcome to the Driving to the Rest podcast. This is Inelia.
And this is Larry. Just a quick note. If you're hearing this, you're on our free feed, which means you'll only get the first part of this conversation.
To access the rest, go drivingtotherest.com and subscribe to the Wisdom Keeper Hour.
Join us and our expert panelists for detailed insights and the after party where you're invited to join in the conversation. Head over to drivingtotherez.com and become a subscriber.
Your $8 subscription keeps this podcast ad-free and helps us keep the lights on and maybe even get a decent cup of coffee. More importantly, it connects you with a community of passionate wisdom keepers like yourself. So if you're ready to go deeper, join us at drivingtotherest.com and support the journey. Crystals, black magic, and sanity.
And sanity or insanity?
Sanity, a Colorado initiation. But yeah, it could be insanity. Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, in reflection, right? We've been home now for about a week.
Wow, that's a long time.
I don't think actually a full week, but very full days each of the days that we've been home.
Yeah, probably a week actually. Yeah.
Well, today's Monday.
Yeah, we left on. I mean, we arrived on Monday, so
Okay, so it's been a week.
yeah. Yeah.
Does seem like a lot of stuff in that week every day.
Since we
Again,
arrived.
since we left for Colorado, every day has been you go, you go, you go, you go, you go, and then you slide into bed. It's like
Gone.
that's another full day. Another full day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Full days are not a terrible thing, but they're kind of funny because before we left, it could be like, oh, honey, it's noon. We're supposed to go outside by
Yes.
noon at least.
Yes.
And then we look again. Oh, no, it's 3. We haven't gone outside yet, honey. Let's go outside.
Let's go outside for a walk. And
Let's do some, like, move a piece of wood over here to here.
yeah.
That'll be good. Yeah. Now we clear 40 acres in the morning.
Yes.
And we string a half a mile of barbed wire.
Yeah. Larry was going like He-Man. Giant tires, plugging them up and throwing them into a dump truck.
It is an interesting bit, that part, because the amount of energy that we have access to, and the amount, we tend to normally access, they're radically different. And when you're on I'm not going to say a mission from Gaia, because that sounds like a mission from God, but when you've got a job tasking, let's say,
that you've accepted
in your agreement with, the fount of energy to accomplish that is something you can tap into.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm fit and I'm strong, but
that was something
else entirely.
Yeah.
2 giant dump trucks full of tires, full of dirt.
Yeah.
All fill it up. I got to get it done by 3 because the dump closes. Oh, no problem.
No problem. And PV helped.
Yes, PV helped. So we want to talk. This is a woo. Crystals, Black Magic, and Sanity, a Colorado initiation.
Yes.
This is a woo, so we're not going to read the whole article to you. You need to actually go there and read
it. Yes.
Then I suggest you read it because there's a whole lot in there.
There is, yeah.
This is like a nice essay, so you can really sink your teeth into.
Yeah, drivingtotherest.com.
Go to drivingtotherest.com and you'll find the article.
Yes, read the article.
This podcast here.
Yeah.
So let's set the scene a little bit, honey.
Okay.
We got in the car.
Why did we get in the car, honey? Why did we get in the car?
Well, in our normal way, we knew we needed to go to Colorado to tie up loose ends. We had a little bit of loose ends with basically the eviction process. We had hired attorneys and we had gone through something like 8 months of legal finaglings, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And we were coming up on the day where our evacuation,
Eviction.
our eviction was going to be.
Evacuation.
What are you doing, Beavers? We're coming up on the day that our eviction was going to be conducted.
Yes.
And we felt it was important to be there, go to the actual offices and ensure that we have all our I's dotted and our T's crossed. Because, when you're doing things remote through lawyers, like, you can miss.
And our lawyer says, "Yeah, I think we covered it.
You're good.
I think we're good.
I don't think you really need to worry about much.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to be there. Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we're going.
Yes.
And last time we tried to go, what happened?
Ducks.
We had ducks in the road at the bottom of the hill, little tiny babies that we had to rescue.
Yes.
So we didn't go. This time we got to the bottom of the hill. Guess what we saw?
Don't remember. What did we see?
Nothing.
Oh.
We're going.
Yeah.
Remember in the wintertime we had bought a brand new truck. Well, brand new to us.
Yes.
Big enough to carry our giant trailer all the way to Colorado
and back.
That way we can,
with no worries,
stay there and no worries. We could go the speed limit.
Yeah.
Which turns out to be, well, that truck definitely can go the speed limit.
Oh, yes.
And more.
Yeah.
Even with the giant trailer in the back.
Mm-hmm.
We were going, it's legal-ish to go 10 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Yes, but...
And we were trying to make our hot tub appointment at the hot springs called Miracle Hot Springs.
On the way back.
It was on the way back. And the speed limit in Utah is 80. So you can go 90.
If you wanted to.
Well, that's...
No, we shouldn't. You shouldn't, but...
Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should. But if you want to make your appointment and you need to... You should.
Over 80, a little bit.
85.
Yeah.
Well, you're allowed 10%, so 88. Let's just say 88. Well, we were going all of 88, and our tire blew up.
We think.
No, I know the tire blew up. I heard it.
No, I mean, we think that was what we were doing, but yeah, it blew up. I think it went over something, and then apparently trailer tires are not meant to go over like 70 or something.
Yeah. I asked the guy, I said, so what's the speed rating for this new tire? Well, we're not going to go fast. He said, they don't really have one. So, is 90 okay? He said,
no.
I don't know. You should be fine. He's in the business of selling more tires, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, no, we didn't have any ducks in the way, and we had a perfectly designed truck capable of carrying our trailer. Last time we were going 30.
Yes.
And up
on an 80 zone.
Like in the 80s, yeah, with the blinkers on. So we made it. And we made it all the way there to make sure all our T's were crossed and our I's were dotted.
When we got
we had planned to be there for about maybe 4 or 5 days because we have a Sasquatch event that we're supposed to be in person showing up to. And we gave ourselves a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah, we did.
2 weeks. So we could go to Colorado, take care of business, and drive back, and then go to the event that we're scheduled to be at. That was our plan. And so when we got there, we found the land was so happy to see it.
Yes.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And it was that strange dichotomy of if I stand in this direction and I look, paradise. And the moon. It was like an otherworldly place. There's bare Adobe. You were going to explain what an Adobe or whatever is?
Yeah, I keep mistaking it for Adobe, but it's actually not Adobe's. The locals call them Dobies.
Yes.
Dobes. Dobies.
Dobies. Dobies.
Oh, yeah. IES, yeah. And they have a proper name. There's something else. I can't remember what it was. But they're very strange, like dunes made out of shale and very smooth looking. And if you dig one, it's very soft on the top, and then you go into the shale
And
And it
it's
gets
hard.
like, yeah, it gets
There's lots of little
harder layers. So
layers inside there.
you pull the layers out and you're full of
Fossils. It's
fossils.
the most
Like,
amazing thing.
yeah, seashells saw fossils.
Yeah.
So it was really bizarre, but amazing looking. It's just extraordinary. And then you look the other way and you see the mesa, the Grand Mesa, and it goes on for miles. And you think, my
400
God,
square miles, yeah.
my God, it's like that used to be a mountain.
Yes. Can you imagine how tall that mountain must have been?
Yeah.
Because when we look at it, it's way ucha and it's very flat on top, right?
Yeah. And very
A little
big.
bit slanted. And it's giant.
Massive, massive. Hundreds
But
of
the
square
whole
miles.
top of it's missing. And it was a 400 square mile round mountain.
Mm-hmm. And there was a volcano at one point, God knows how many million years ago, and it blew all the top half of it off.
Covered up the half the state.
And was that, I mean, I'm wondering now, was that while it was underwater? Because apparently that was under an ocean too.
Yes, both
And
those things.
Yeah, that's why the Dobbies are there, because that's bottom of the ocean landscape. And it's just amazing. It's just amazing. Every day we just look around thinking, wow, this is so amazing. Just amazing. And then you look the other direction and you see
It's like, what the heck?
Shantytown.
How did this turn into this? Right?
We have wondered about that, because where we live is also stunning, beautiful, amazing land where we live, usually in Washington. And you go down the road and you find families with enormous amount of problems with alcohol and drug addiction, and people dying left, right, and center from those addictions and other health problems. And one of our neighbors, she has an organic vegetables garden, and she feeds herself and her family really the best organic foods, and alcoholic kids, and she's really sick, and it's like, what's happened here? And it's the same in Colorado. You see that amazing view and the energy so pristine. And then the land we arrived at, we've had for a year. But even when we got there, there was still one person hanging on, right, that believed that she had rights to be there when she didn't. And like the structures that they were building was like so bad. Shantytown.
Made out of tires and pallets, palaces, and not even palaces, just pallet shanty shacks.
Yeah. It was just
dig a hole in the dirt.
Yeah.
And then cover it up with some tarp, and there's home sweet home. Or whatever, it's not like that. It was a very, very strange, and they're just dotted all over this pristine, beautiful mountain, like covered with these shanties that are burnt down and half demolished, but not cleaned up.
No, nothing was cleaned up. There was garbage everywhere because it gets windy. They're very windy. And there was literal garbage, even like diapers and stuff, everywhere. Everywhere. There was garbage everywhere. I would walk around with a plastic bag just collecting garbage, because you're going to find it.
It's a guarantee.
And it's just so bizarre. The contrast was so bizarre. Don't you think?
Yeah, it is. It is that. It's like inconceivable contrast.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, after a while, we're like softies, like workers are usually are, and it was like, yeah, give them more time. And we did for months to stay there. And then when we got there, or even before we got there, the energy from the land and Gaia and the human collective was, you got to clean that place.
Right.
Everybody and everything that's negative has to leave. And that's not us. I mean, we like caring and, you can stay here a little bit longer, whatever.
Stuff and live it when you can find a place. It's time to go, but,
take your time.
Take your time and clean up your house and, arrange where you're going to go. And if you need help, we'll help you drag your stuff or whatever.
But energy
Gaia had a different energy about this process. Like, this isn't see you in 100 million years.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do it now.
Yeah.
Clean it and clear it.
Yeah.
Of all these people and all of their stuff.
Right.
And I just thought that the clincher part, the hard part for me personally, is clear all of the people. Because you remember my original, you know, I don't want to own land because then what am I, boss people and make them leave or something? Well, welcome to me. Yes, apparently. Boss them and get them out of there.
Yeah.
No, it was like it was no qualms about it, and there was no mistake. When you're on a, when you've accepted and agreed to, you know, do something for Gaia, who's asked you personally.
And the human collective, because it was both.
Well, I just human collective, human schmelective. They're the ones who make the mess and to clean the mess up. I don't care. Go do whatever you guys want. What Gaia says, Gaia gets.
Yeah. And the fascinating part was when we started visiting the courts and the, you know, the sheriff department and the county departments, the support that they offered was overwhelming, actually. It's like, wow, amazing.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been to the DMV. That's the thing that's in the
United States.
In the United States, right? It's the Department of Motor Vehicles. And you want to go get your tabs or something like that. And historically, they're understaffed and they're, I mean, it's a thankless job, really. And it's got unnecessary complications, and it's habitually staffed by, you know, it's like, I know what I want to do. I want to go work at the Department of Motor Vehicles. No, it's not like that happened. No. They're just like, oh, that pays what? You're hiring? Okay, I'll do that. And then they get in that position, and there's a bit of authority and a bit of power in a sense. Because people are like there because they need to have this thing. And you're the wall between them and getting it. So you can tend to get petty tyrants and things like that that exist there. My personal experience with the DMV has never actually been that. It's just been what I've seen on TV, what I've heard. My experience has always pretty much been, it's like,
going, it's empty, and there's
nobody there, and the person that you meet is like super happy to help you, and even if you haven't got the stuff exactly right, it's like, no problem, I got you covered here. Go do this. Here's a paper. Bring it over here. I'll get it for you. You know, very, very helpful and friendly. And in this case, we went to the sheriff, and we went to the civil sheriff, and we went to the courts. They were bending over sideways and backwards to help us in any way they could to make this process go. They had to literally follow the law in the way they interpret it to the dot, right, in order for it to stick and be permanent.
And then which is their that we actually had to
in our week and a half there that we then planned on leaving, we found out from the sheriffs that, oh no, you have to literally be here and conduct this in person. And that already added like 3 weeks to our trip. And that instantly added 3 weeks because we had a here's your deadline, and then 2 more days after that deadline, and then we'll put a piece of paper, and then 10 more days after that deadline, and then 1 more day after that deadline. It's like, why you got all these? Is it a deadline or ain't a deadline? Well, whatever. They said these are the rules and these are the laws, and we're going to make sure we follow them good, precisely, so that there's no challenge, so that we don't have to do this again. Right. Because they had to do it over in other places. And it's like they were working to make sure that we were successful. Yes. Because they were fully behind the idea of cleaning up this place too. They didn't like their officers were actually afraid of coming there. It was like that part of the city where the cops don't go. Right. And if you're walking down there and you call it Uber and you ain't going to get one. Right. That's where we got landed. One of the things, I don't know if you have any ideas, but one of the things that have puzzled me is our capacity to acquire land in that type of location, or having to clear up all sorts of garbage once we acquire a certain piece of land.
And they're in a list, And there was one I remember at the res that we thought we acquired and we had to clean up, and it was just the same garbage and needles everywhere.
And needles and just disgusting.
Disgusting thing. And then it turns out that we gave it back. And the judge
gladly.
Yeah, and the judge says, "Are you sure?" It's like, "You sure you want to give this back?" And says, "Yeah, we'll give it back." Yeah.
Thank you.
But you already pay thousands of dollars. And that's the other thing. We're the ones who have to pay thousands of dollars for this stuff.
And then we get the privilege of cleaning up
the crap, and then sometimes we get the land, sometimes we don't. Right? We're down 20,000 in a pit.
Fill out a new job.
Fill out
a new job application with Gaia.
Yeah.
From janitor and cleanup manager to I don't know.
And sponsor.
Sponsor.
Yeah, we're down 25,000 in a different property. It's the same.
Yes.
Full of garbage and everything, and we don't even have it. Right? So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, that is a mystery we have not resolved yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I suppose it's like you call the A team for real problems. You don't call the A team because, here, it's a walk in the park. They're A team, honey.
Oh, I see.
We've got to root out the deep-seated stucks.
Yes. And one of the very strangest things I remember that happened was when we booked that event thing that we were going to do. It was Strange Days in Olympic.
Strange Days, yeah, in Beaver.
I remember saying, "I'll be there unless the Human Collective wants me somewhere else." And I've never said that ever in my life.
I never heard you say that.
Right?
Yes.
And I was like, I wonder where those words came from. And every time somebody would ask me, "Are you sure you're going to make it?" "Absolutely, unless the Human Collective wants me somewhere else." Or us, somewhere else. And when we went to Colorado, like I said, we had planned it down to the letter, even with our supplies that we took and everything. Although there was a very strange
anomaly.
Yeah, there was a very strange anomaly. Apart from that very strange anomaly, everything else was perfect. And then, sure enough, the Human Collective said, "No, you have to be here personally present." And we calculated, can we go back to the event and get back? We could, but we couldn't stop because it takes 3 days to get there and back usually. And we wouldn't have made it. It's like, it would have been crazy.
Impossible.
Maybe
if we flew.
Yeah, maybe. And you thought about it.
But I have a dog.
Yeah.
A giant dog.
Mm-hmm. So it was like, that was strange. Do you want to tell them about the anomaly?
One anomaly, when I was packing to go, I calculated 3 days there, 3 or 4 days, 3 days drive. It's 3 or 4 days there, 3 days drive. It's 6, 7, 8, 9, laundry in the middle of the day. I'll need 4 pairs of pants and 4 shirts and 4 underwears and 4 socks.
Yeah.
And then I went through my drawer and I tried to pick my 4 shirts that I wanted, which, well, I don't know why, but I needed about 15 shirts to get the 4 that I wanted. And I just took them all.
Yeah.
Well. And then I grabbed my pants and I needed cold pants and warm pants because it's 90 degrees there, but at night it's a little bit colder. It's like, I don't know if I'm going to need shorts or if I'm going to need pants or I'm going to need insulated pants. So I ended up with 15 pairs of pants and sweats. I'm going to need sweats. And I said, well, with all these pants and all these shirts, I needed at least 15 or 20 socks, which I grabbed. And then I just grabbed every bit of underwears I had in my underwear drawer, threw them in the bag. And I think that was about 20 pairs.
Yes.
I was like, honey, look at this stack of clothes for a week's trip. Just laughing. It's like, why on earth are you bringing all those clothes? Like, I don't know. They're here, though.
Oh yeah, that was very strange. Very strange. And turns out we needed them.
I got all the way down to 2 pairs of pants left.
After 2-3 times we went to do laundry too, because that work is dirty.
Yeah, it was super dirty.
Super dirty.
That was the only anomaly that could have been a clue. Plus all of the mystics, sorry about bumping you. All the mystics had told us, oh,
you're not coming back.
You're not making it, are you? Like, why do you say that? Of course we're going to make it. We have full plans of getting there, doing our job, and getting home.
Planned, yeah. They said no.
Plenty of time.
Not happening.
They say, it's not going to happen, is it? Yeah, well, it didn't.
Right. Yeah. And that was just the journey there, right?
Yeah, that was the journey there, and then when we arrived, and they gave us the full scope of what was actually going to be required. I had no preparation mentally for what I was stepping into. I had thought, here's what I thought. It's like, okay, you pay the lawyers, or you come to an agreement. In our case, we had hired a lawyer to help us navigate the eviction process so that we did it right. Which, we had good attorneys, but even then, the situation that we walked into was one that they were unfamiliar with, and in fact had to create new case law around because they had nothing in the past that they could use to say this is how it will be. Mm-hmm. Because in our case, we had LLC and a dead person and a loan to another dead person and the dead person's estate had sued the LLC dead person to get the money, etc., etc. There's a judgment involved, and we bought the judgment.
Yes.
And now this is who's we evicting.
And then there was a sheriff
sale.
And yeah.
So it was fairly complex, legally speaking. Mm-hmm. The one of the things that helped us in the county was that the county planner had been racking his brain for years to try to figure out how to clean the place up, but he couldn't find one person to give the paper, clean this up, please, because there was nobody.
Right.
And it wasn't until we had done all this work that they could unravel it, and that somebody ended up being us. Mm-hmm. And he wasn't mad at us. He was like, here, I will give you the full support of our entire place. Here's a free dump pass. Here's dumpsters. What do you need? Let's get that place cleaned up. We'll pay for it. Like, oh my God, thank you.
Yeah, that was amazing.
And then the size of the dumpsters that showed up.
Huge.
Were size of little houses. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, how are we going to put stuff in there? I can't even reach up it. Well, the backs of them open. But what became clear was that the sheriff's department, to do this eviction, was going to require us to go into every one of the structures that were on the property, and that was at the time a dozen. And these are big, giant, triple. There was a double wide trailer with additions built in the back, the front, and the side, so it turned into this giant complex. And there were a dozen or so camper trailers, like fifth wheel ones, with like they were put in this compound like shape with multiple RVs, and then a giant pile of stuff out the front, like you can't imagine, squirted around a size like it takes you 5 minutes to walk from where the pile starts to where the pile stops of their splatter. Valuable stuff, very valuable stuff to them, according to the sheriff. Just treat it with respect. It's their valuable stuff. Anyway, I digress. So they expected us to take all of it, including the trailers, to the side of the road in one day. That's what they told us. And I'm like, how do you expect a person to do that? Have you seen this place? They say, yeah, we know. It's hard. You're going to probably need to hire some people. Like, now you tell us. Who do we hire for this? Oh, we can't tell you. Yeah. Because it's a violation of our preference of whatever. It's like, use your fingers, let your fingers do the typing or whatever. Google it.
Yeah.
I did end up I called the first guy I called. You know what they said?
15 to 20,000.
So the minimum price for an eviction that will even leave here is $8,000. And it's going to be more if there's more than a simple eviction. I'm like,
oh God.
Oh geez. Because we didn't bring 8,000.
We didn't have it. No.
It's like, okay, what are we going to do? I called a few other guys, and I found one fella who was very chipper, and it wasn't like he had like this is his giant business. It's like, here, I do this thing too. What do you need me to do? I told him, come on, take a look. We just got to like move things out of this thing out to the road. And he's like, oh yeah, no problem. He's come out. He looked,
and he said,
can we go in and see what's in there? I said, no, they won't let us. It's like, well, I don't know, $2,500 for the day covers my insurance and my costs, and then another guy, I can bring my experienced guy for $500. So, no, $2,000 for him and $500 for his extra guy. $2,500.
And he said, we'll put everything on the doorway, and then you figure out how to get it out of there. Yeah, and that'll work.
I said that'll work because they know how to deal with this stuff. And if we run into a bunch of needles, they have these special gloves. The needles don't go through,
and we don't have
to put our tribe at risk.
Right.
because they all showed up to help us.
Yeah.
Right? And after hearing 8,000 to show up, 2,000 was, oh yeah, that's a bargain now. Because I was thinking $2,000 for a day. If we'd have started with that, I'd be like, what? $2,000 for a day? Who gets $2,000 a day moving trash?
Yeah.
Well, he earned it.
He did.
He did. So yeah, we ended up having to hire somebody to come help us, and have all of Fred and Kara, Ileana, Ashley, and Teo all show up to help move things. With that many hands light work. It still was pretty heavy work, but we managed to do it in a day. But it wasn't what I was expecting when we arrived by any stretch.
No.
And I remember when we were leaving, which is one of the strange things, when we were leaving here, the Hill House and the Shaman Shack, there were all these tendrils that were holding us in place, remember?
Here, yeah.
We were well rooted.
Well rooted.
And so even going to Colorado for a week
was hard.
Was a really tough one to disengage these tendrils. And in fact, we decided we're going and then canceled.
Mm-hmm.
And then we talked about it at a Sunday dinner and had some cards drawn. And the cards that were drawn were like,
go.
You really need to go. Mm-hmm. It's going to be very important to go. Yeah. And you got to leave within the next 48 hours. Like, really?
Okay.
Was that specific?
Yes.
And it's true. Because if we hadn't left, you know what would have happened?
We wouldn't have been there.
We wouldn't have, the eviction wouldn't have gotten done. No. And the people would still be there. Mm-hmm. And we would have had to restart all of that stuff.
Everything again.
And Gaia would be very pissed.
Yes. And we would have been very pissed because we would already spent like $10,000 on lawyers. So.
And it would be wasted.
Mm-hmm.
Because we wouldn't have actually conducted the eviction according to the rules.
Right.
Anyway, yeah.
Not something you expect when you get land, you know? And even the land that we had from last year, that was full of garbage still, because even though last year we took a lot of it out, there was still a lot left. So when our tribe arrived, the first thing they did was to start clearing up all that garbage.
It was interesting too, because remember, they basically parked their campers in a compound with our camper, just like the other tribes do. And in the interior of our, whatever you call it, compound of trailers, instead of making a big pile of, we cleaned there was a garbage pile there, and there was a burn pile there, and there was broken glass and bullets, and there was a lot of garbage even there, right in our own little compound that we had to clean up.
Yeah.
And that was like the first thing. It's like, grab our bags, let's clean this up, guys.
Yeah.
And we had our compound clean and pristine.
Within a day?
Within a day. And then from that day forward, that area became
really nice.
Very, very nice reservoir of power. In the morning, I would put out my little speaker. And I would turn on usually some Iron Cedar, sometimes the Ralaka, Nala, whatever. What's that song called?
The Power Within Rises.
Power Within Rises,
and Turns to Form.
And Turns to Form. I put that music on, and everybody would slowly wake up and come out of their trailers. And oftentimes they do a little sun gazing, looking at the beautiful, pristine dobies, because that's where the sun rises, right over the dobies. And it's like Shangri-La. And then turn and look at the job that's coming, because there'd usually be a black smoke coming up, smells like burning plastic, garbage and tires and disgust. It's like, it's coming. It was the light dark split illustrated in physicality.
Yeah.
Join us for the rest of this conversation at driveintotheres.com.
And when you go to driveintotheres.com and you join in the rest of the show, rest of the second hour, you also get to join in the after party. 9 o'clock on Fridays, we all get together, including you,